adeki tuwa bi I would do a car for comparative CCA.
Yes.
Inflation and I'm 3 point something.
3.4. I'm going to say a cost rocker.
And I'm 3.4. Exchange rate is so for moon.
11.6.
And so they say fuel equal 15 cedis. Boy, a year is super.
That's a floor price, 15.2.
15.2.
Floor no they say you won't sell below.
But that cost
so they are more they
oh God by the hand.
And the bomb was almost
where floor where 15.2 no listen no.
Yeah, first starting home. Inflation above from saying. Exchange rate is above from saying. But a near my boy, in fact, Enra
Charlie.
Enra Kofu a big Kobusa Billy.
Yes.
Billy could a crumba boss. Boss, then they said we are for cinema boy a day. Oh, it's a non patrol as a Chinese say, dog, Mr. Wu. Yet the most better murder you knew.
Before we can almost say inflation above for me doesn't mean say. Near my boy is fund, but the rate at which near my boy cost or no and I reduce it. I say now inflation moving from 23 all the way to 3.4. And I say la near my boy cost or so. What did you use in calculating the inflation? More economists the maintias here.
Yo, answer a member inflation or no my main pick it from Ira John the many mama na me can say we are the fakasa de ese ishiano pa ye twem ho book ese pa na rightly so we sha Ghana ye pe obi a sebe I'm a politics and a practical politician pa or experience untimi nyine din fame me call them so number 1 because we are assemblyman MP deputy minister vice president president one as eluso as akotena fie 8 years as aba the records and very difficult say be you be ama wa BT but you know one thing abo an pan say make us we presentable and I was saying kasa with the gem now shit amam 40 fear when you adwuma so what the onim say you between the way you are cry a resilient economy yeah your kasa economy resilient again economy the fact of the matter is it has never been resilience in 1957. It is not today and it has never been. Because I did resilient. See, you know, anymore. As I the chrono say shocks bar in Timeno.
Yeah.
So I say, you can. So, kaka or driver now shock absorbers no a weaker. What's the one I'm combining so Bibica Crebiana? I'm affected, but say shock absorbers no a stronger. It doesn't matter the road. Oh, nama, you feel comfortable. Nti net say basa na car na or good shock absorbers na because that car na dey resilient. So what I say now economy for the past 36 months ending this month no we are on the bailout. How can economy on the bailout be described as resilient? What even took you there? We are still there. Uba nyese bia wa be ka say yenyesi ka bibi nti IMF ni ya in fact this month ye dey ba abontene economy a usori a raw kukwa ufa no raw na dey kwa ma na akoto timber raw good raw that economy no say they resilient economy will be school 15 years mu nya adwuma nya me kira dey with UPSC about 15 years ago I was a lecturer there and 2014 me ba Legon. Since I'm a Balegon, cry macho ma de Legon, me buy me chairman says and PhD. Me won't cry be by macho ma de no good PhD. My doctors, or doctor 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, when you're mania. And you call this economy resilient economy. And don't say President Mahama and some now can me Saturday resilient in the have me pa mom follow me Facebook. Because
profit dog is a way active power.
It's how we usually how can you use such a word to describe Ghanaian economy? They need a macroeconomic and stability. Now President Mahama, your best friend no some no. Yeah, a true baby or Ghana for penasa mo kasa yi ntino. As I make say when such Jim Crow be catch us and Jim. I'm a waji edino. But they are on who ni pa mo boka kra. On the yadwene no form. Nti da bia o kasa me se first na me to se be na me to se bibio Ghana for do na adwen o form. Nti o kasa di obeka bia na ejinidi. Ba yesere no. Yeah, I say o kan no be do anu okun because na say the State of Nations address o kan se bi ma ehye me kakra satem no na petrol bo aba forma be do $58 per barrel. Ankra ba akono. Global market ton 58. Papa ko gina CPS so na o say economy no na tete apansam kra no buy no na petrol a liter was around 50 cedis na what they about 10 cedis. Oh, timi share that term it is a global market na be 58 say be yura na kufu ado breso no na enenam 58 no na 1 liter na ton 6 cedis 35 pesos. January 2022 na 1 liter 6 cedis 35 pesos. Certain na enenam global market enenam 58 dollars. It is about $58. Now the tenner. There was nothing extraordinary about it. There was nothing extraordinary because 2022 January no now and then $58 no. Sometimes now $1 is 6 cedis 20 pesos. 1 liter then is 6 cedis 35 pesos. Yes. I said be the buyer and the you could do that situation now at the ending 2022 now inflation at the beginning 13.9% no that could do 54% no. I said be the buyer. I acknowledge that and many pana say say no more as answer this year no and my hu say omu de omu ni poni for na so no omu ni nimdie bia no masadodo onti okogina simpie so State of Nations address asema era ne kan ne say na kufa do tete say ne mapa okono ai ne mapa sa anti petrol 1 liter na ye 15 liters and 15 cedis per liter and wa be ye ni ye pa ma na baten. It is now we busa me say economy na here. Me catch you say President Mahama description of economy. Economy 1 liter of petrol 15 cedis na economy at Chiapansam. Sano or describe na Nekufado dey na obo inheritance. Tina ya 15 bi ma. Say we use you have to use this word because this is State of Nations address this year. Yes. I feel you know. It is a funny definition no. Na the case and the economy no at Chiapansam. Economy at Japan something the Juma uni Juma ya because so many young economy at Japan something so come join us here to train mama because so many young I mean there be a cancer Ghana Sasca service it will be a could be a bumu pa because the baby a koba say na yes Africa henya countries are almost data pa inti I wouldn't call it a competition but they put together a team of researchers say ye data ye wono ya ebitimi they are describing your welfare status poverty near that no yemfa ni nyina amra labor yenye ni nyina na we na ye komoko countries Kenya no maye South Africa no maye omuwie no it was only South Africa that beat Ghana. I was the team leader of the researchers he put them together at Legon. I was the team leader. Okay. And that research no net is a Ghana service ye kubi adwuma kubi a omu aben omo nkrofo omu dimu omu data is strong and as omu data bebrebe ya other countries na dey and NPP excellent but I can't say the same thing about Ghana's service now. I can't because na say nema na omu di ba abonte no dire na say na me Joy FM omu interview about this same thing. I think Honorable Kojo Ponkroma was on the call and another professor from US and like I say my so disappointed in Ghana in them because they be our own measure inflation na you will be a friend no ubechemu mi food and on food and that was a disgrace to make another professor no say I shouldn't say that about the national I'm saying no but they have already brought it and so many people who know so many people who know like me have a problem and me have always had problem with the way I win usha Ghana you data no near na enye se be the bia but mostly no ye be dibronya ya inflation e cost pa last year if September or October inflation titia there was nothing to explain because sidina you say abuano sidino exactly on 10th April 2025 now $1 is 40.90 pesos you were June na about 10 cedis and 30 pesos. And to say effect be nya from June no. How benya na nam 10 na it ya me wan say cedi ni twen ya na September October na inflation na tihu November na tihu December na tihu na so no these 3 months figures never I don't trust them. I don't.
Inflation ba na drop if you.
E wo mu say ya can say inflation in chere say eba from Manchester nema bo eba from say there na amount for takan be time mistake say because inflation eba from Manchester nema bo eba from there be inflation as a car u tumi kana wo nam kwa so na be na bi da wanim 2% another portal bi wo hu ti u be sha say the utia a break so utia break no so a the car doesn't go back. It doesn't stop. It still goes, but speed in the decon and I reduce.
Question why?
No. Inflation be decline the speed in the decon na dey declining. But where be and nyama ni hu ni dwomu no. Speed na car na dey kono. And that dey I mean the same speed.
That's our problem.
The same speed in the decon because
it should be mamiti ho no.
Me say, you can say inflation aba forma. E kire say enchesa nema bo no nyina ese etete so na emom kwaya nema bo fa so kosoro no sa speed na de kosoro na ede adrase na me de yese car infanton se car udi speed na highway na eduada kwama na portal na wohunu ye na oba ha se de utia abi brakes utia so pe speed na wo de kono
ano be brass
car no nsanko enchesa car na esako nchi enchesa car ni gina prekope na eno no ye inflation. So at inflation but joma car no and oji portal
or they are boom
na eye nwanwa Africa policy lens ekura me na me president a proud president of Africa policy lens na eye nwanwa ntino ye research bi a ye share second match ye busa Ghana for all the 16 region to be about 3 weeks ago a launch in Accra University of Ghana is ma nipa ba it is well-being Ghana well-being tracker na ye ko bus ye ko nipa na so na busa omu ko dwoma ti dwomu se musitie omadwuma omu ye se de sitie na enye papa kra. Yes, responses na e buy no all the 16 region. You never akokro kan say enema so enti no kwasam ne say economy no yes many president Mahama be ya adwena yenya macroeconomic stability. Na macroeconomic stability no you say it is not an end in itself. It's a means to an end. You need stability to develop and attain resilience.
Before then, drivers barely behind microeconomic stability.
Hono sa drivers na yenya no si say yenya no kra no ankasa stability na say dey be call resilience ye ne stability we kra no say artificial stability.
The question me bisa no
ye dey kra na nya natural ne ye mia ne yenya ne ma bi na asoso mu na me yenya ntie e basa na economics na friend artificial nti enye niema bi nye de ye kase de ye ya one of it no eye dollar dodo a Bank of Ghana de begum na ye hwe Ghana a small open market economy yanko an yedi sika ya ye local currency na friend cedi Ghana nko an yedi no nti so obekọ China akotade obekọ Nigeria akotade obekọ UK akotade a uhia se ode ehosika foreign currency ya na ye tade dollar na ye pa na say that country na wokoso no ho local currency ya obehia se obenya every Ghana na ya na enam sayo sintino matem bia pressure eba Ghanaian cedi so na ye dey na pressure ba so hu hia pass ye behwe for 61 good months and then na Akufo-Addo no cedi was very stable. So man for kasa no be kama why say cedi no na Akufo-Addo benya na cedi na say nyesa o hwe exchange rate since 1957 one of the period that you say cedi had become so stable was January 2017 all the way to January 2022. cedi depreciated from 4 cedis 20 pesos to 6 cedis 20 pesos 61 good months. But that particular year no 2022 na ni wo nsem bi si ya amoa ye cedi no and so yes finance no na ye wo sika 9.9 billion na Bank of Ghana so ya wo akwanya setem bi odisika ne be ba be guma bosidi no ho ba na sa sika no ho. Unfortunately the month February 2022 in a Russia-Ukrainian crisis affected energy, cost of energy, and as for that matter, cost of doing business all over the world. And then a year, Europe or Munima Bok echoes because that time the man said we serious and they say now the whole world economy no and the Kenya crisis be through COVID. Amayenya the BFN global supply crisis. Factories are na a year you mean shut down. The factories is say AB no and na cost of energy so kosoro into omu sa no no mo niam kakra mo wona o betimi aton no mo sha se so mo ton aboard nti ko Germany o be catch us since the last 70 years no enema bo an yet in the Germany 2022 yeah they recorded the highest inflation in 70 years everywhere in the world enema bo kosoro now baby a wo ko akoto ade na woni enema bo no kosoro e de na kire ne tisa wo ko na akoto a wudi meton no fo ana wo ko akoto so be hia se the dollar baby bana euro baby bana pound baby ade an e ton 1 euro no and 2 euros tu be hia no Ghana eti ade no be hia na Bank of Ghana 1.9 billion e koko diru July na omo 9.9 billion almost na asa Ghana frontier pa na sika na sa ye no e hono na $1 na timi asa ya koduru ACDs 20 pesos the man July 2022 ti ya no buza se ne bibi na siya 61 months under incompetent Akufo-Addo no 61 months CD travel from 4 cities 20 pesos from 2017 no all the way to 6 cities 20 pesos January 2022. Next within 6 months, a team moved from 6 cities 20 pesos to 8 cities 20 pesos. Can't you see something was happening?
That's always a problem.
Now the man here who said in the month August, September, October, now dollar na sa. The Bank of Ghana and $5 now the boss the no banty. And my dollar no a corner to within those 3 months and still deny now 8 cities 20 pesos July. By October now do interbank now do 15 cities now forest do 17 cities obati Akufo-Addo abaya what this 17 adeba ko amam for say me jimi pa ne say me say na Akufo-Addo ya ade na abawi economy no ya ade abaya what the dollar cost 17 na sa dollar 17 we no na ka be dey. And this question nobody has ever been able to answer. Typical TV3 a key point. Yes. Me nko ani nipa be 5 or 6 when this no busa question. Oh no piano to me answer. Question say certain dollar ni nyina san Bank of Ghana so because obi am prepare say Russia Ukrainian Russia and can kire Ukraine say or be attack no. Na Ghana ya ko prepare for it.
Yes.
By impromptu
at once.
No. Now there was a problem already at hand that COVID that the global market was dealing with. And the man boy in Ghana and Germany almost recorded the highest inflation in 70 years. It wasn't Ghana. And Ghana and man okay. And Ghana and man Germany recorded the highest inflation in 70 years. Yes. And Ghana call US man who boy it is what we call US kokoto and near my back. Now our coordinates and then no ton $1 and you see $2. No obey here $2 a crack of fire. How do you blame Akufo-Addo? How do you blame him? On the US, on the country US economy. It is animal when you are by the Mibusa say, Mina Golden. Certain Bank of Ghana, yes, I financing or 9.9 dollar no a sana almost supply man see the number by man see the could do 8.8 20% by July. No. If you work on dollar nasa abana and trans you, well, yes, or $1 ni bi. Na meba ho. Ogusho or penny in yama yeno. Now, a hono, we are by a den and cannabis. Because dollar no to pay. Nobody saw the common send just $1. And they were doing that time they were not sleeping. Until say by the end of October in a dollar ni pa. Enti ye come here as 2022 not $1 a day 8 cities. And then amount for being empty down. It is hardly where $6 no cost 17. Bank of Ghana best supply man about 10. ABS that are sustainable. Governor Addison Shiegumu boom. It is from October to December 2022. Now $1 about the 8 cities. Now a consequence about from. Now no May 2023. You call IMF no was or warning was dollar na bukunya no. Nini kwase mudigum. Kasi di ko do 17-15 mu hu ya ka mu the dollar ni bi wo eje na baba e ma ne ka that would have been better and yes sustainable because the more reserves no isha nti if you know ko say ye ni IMF ye be ma sa de ye be support mu a gise by Bank of Ghana kate intervention no the only $80 million about out every month. Nico say or supply more than 80. It is summer and that time no ye pe an IMF bebuama ye debt restructure ye name nyina be ko yam economy na ginentina ba na gitum. It Bank of Ghana na only 2 weeks or the more than $80 million eba begum ti wan supplier kokopem 3rd December Aminanta Honorable as a finance minister on I'm 4 years staff level agreement and we move as almost 9 billion into my idea the funeral crow at that time Sebekaya but 4 days to the day of an election no mass I can see to me the dudugum so I now $1 and then 16 next I 17
forest
now as I 17 Sebekaya within the month Akufo-Addo Nana Akufo-Addo His Excellency all the power no $70 not about 14.7
yes
because of say the omudigumu to the new government to buy no $2 about 9 billion and no satam no say every month be move 1 billion and then ye bab on tebe kind me ba hosis here what the 1 billion oguma every month no be because na say can na man spend anka besa of reserves in besa the reserves no kwan bebrebe abai edidwuma bia you cotton gold you cotton cocoa you cotton oil ni ade ni nyina dollars nti $10 but $1 na ba Bank of Ghana share na eko na or the CD equivalent ama abai nti that's how we build the reserves nti you tugum nyina na ba na ade ba ko a eboa pa ni say an ounce of gold around 2022 na you can want some na $1,800
yes
last year Koya could do 6,000
yes
until the inflows from gold no it was more than tripled the gold no at the dollar be buy any together with cocoa kakra yenye free cocoa kakra yenye free oil ne others no etina any abai so bosia bi obobo in dollars ni na Bank of Ghana so eti my reserves no cost say the cost in fact ikunya 14.5 which is the highest ever reserves ayenya na say na asa aba from kakra it is mo wa ho dina $2 nugum it is a city stronger enye natural artificial sa $1 na ye wona the entire any natural and say dollar na utugum no send bibi ko sine se gold bo ko from gold na ebo ba no sidi no be problem again ye can na de bia na Bank of Ghana jira Ghana ni mude ana mude dollar tua no question no say ye can no can for yet to that restructuring ye can no be mo true from 2027 eti ama pressure ni Bank of Ghana so the dollar do be kwa man say just ko tua ni njira na mo wonya that yina or $2 nugu na dollar na or $2 no so obi buza say eya na yes ye ni say dollar no or $2 no ama usidi na ho den na anya usidi na nya ho den sidi ni nya ho den na petrol crab on ebo in fact say the dollar no say could be 15 petrol go na say 15
yes
ebe ko higher than this eti on that case we bet me akase eye importers a omo ko kra na ema ba ene omo ko ma dwo omo on that note we bet me akase eye but meaning there was so many adverse consequences who manage the economy and then you ma ba ku bia obehu say utu ana mo na ye no eno nko a na say yo it should be comprehensive na wonu say nyame ni no kwari ni we yemu ya better na be de pa ba ku ye ze ya na omo so ya omo hada o so la unti kama obuofu una pa ko jira ka da be mo mti kama obuofu ami o interview omo wa before ni na ni do na prefer na don't be ko na ko ha sanga we bufu na ko ha but again na unti ni sika o di be maintain na ha unti ana
na kramoni
sanga o no da ole for pe onza entinyama bebebe tino enti onza Bible say me woni me nyina ho kwan
nyina ne fataye
aso nyina ne fataye to the fact that Bank of Ghana na me can be to say governor we woni hosa or chiche Ghana he didn't come to develop Ghana he came to develop a political party we said there and sad listen esi ne nyama wo ye de bua economy we no na say what monitor am economics as the we no agro no odi we dey be ye ne ma na say emra bi wo kwa and sad listen eye na bua pa oba obetugu ye e ma nansen e ka ne ba ye no e ka hu bi nti na e ka no I mean about the reserve ratio some e can be na me can here kete say afei do mkota so no say say na that this na onim nyansa afei they have gone back to take what they came to throw away. And clearly, the guy, I'm so disappointed in him because while deputy governor that was in Bank of Ghana and Semupa, I happen to be one of the first guys at the me born about Super because I do me FM or me an interview. Me born about because when you be away very knowledgeable. I didn't expect this from him, but we're too political.
Yes,
too political. It's a matter on me and the Nejuma politician. So, Sikana, there be 1 billion or diguma see the Nejano. Among frontiers you 1 billion sabi anko Makola market no koya no ko 1 billion no go so ko Makola market no ko 1 billion no go ho dia any amount for society na economy no there's no problem but on the cedi and now $1 11 cedi 60 pesos it is a what is a Bank of Ghana the $1 billion abeguma it means they are buying out or they are taking away from the system 11.6 billion ti sense kan nka wo sabeka men sabeka god in sabeka emi e bia ko dwaso akoto banche but there amakrafo
and then am friend of sterilization
exactly watching nyina na watching nyina so no wa mi o nse nka na mpanyimfo abu bi say ye come there invenza mi enu ni so no do de nse mi enu nyina ni didi oh yeah you know oh yeah intervention of the twisika na no say open market operation dey stronger than otosika angaza or prepare BOJ bills and our government instruments. No autonomous commercial banks. Last year, instruments now autonomous commercial banks. And who interest rate in Kutia and 16.7 billion. Hey, let's say a free system last year and then some control. This is what she's kenning and Minoka say voter region in Chabia, Rice Farmers Association in Baga can say. Omomo mudia ya afiaso ya antro
yes
ukosirema beans ya idua nyina obi antro aburogu ho ya antro atebubufo na nsia amanten me ame ko ho bayere gudwom obi a mebusa ano
skeni ho
sikeni ho
aboso effect of sterilization
no because sikeni ho okwa aboso kan asa ama private credit to private sector so kura so conform because abano na atwi sika no abano gisika enti banks no
yeah purchasing power no abuy the call
abayaje so enti security system no hardware bossa na it kills the I mean economy ntimi senka the god here ama wakoto ama me mabeto no so me nya ska beto ya na oba ko fa bia fi god ama so aye dodo why dey obetraining krabatam no why employ na god ntimi training krabatam it is compromising on employment and creation. Enye bebrebe ya ekwe enye and in fact almost stability no munya but stability no be everywhere no number 1 artificial it depends so much on the inflows and the dollar so no beto yes stable pedas sabi enye se bia euro don the money mama oba no the dollar ba oba beto yes oba no ni ho anka wontimi ntumu and as a gold price no so anko so boom and na oforiata so anyan hye ken and abo anyan hye say debt restructure ya postpone debt na nko buy na nka external debt no gusu otua na kese a ka Bank of Ghana ntimi nya sa lazare ne nya de oye na ntimi ma ye esi no dupo na nya president Mahama no ahode never and nya se bia yewura finance minister so ba o ma ye mrafofo bi wonya hwe mrafofo a wonya ne say ansa na ye beko IMF no ye tena se twere bibi e friend post COVID program for economic growth
stronger than
now finance ministry you know consulting me yeah and no and that is what was adopted by IMF in fact implementing 5 months October 2023 me call IMF I was a delegate at IMF World Bank annual meeting in fact IMF boss no single out Ghana for praise he said
stronger than
the history of IMF say one particular yenipa amandu do etimi akboma so yeso mo bepa mo wa wo hwe ye ne left her Cote d'Ivoire omukoi and IMF Togo omukoi oma bebebe koi wo say amanu omukoi ni nyina the best country why are there Ghana satem na ya shasha se be 5 months ago was see ye the best yeah that day no omujana na omo publish no ofuriata picture kese na Ghana no question me say and me my pa who no since the beginning of the implementation of PCPEG no fiscal consolidation that they almost can nyina no enu no say mo say your taxes no emuro am your revenue so then send me nyina ye niema na e order then ti papa we oba yi see person who's ato is forcing. Let's see ato from next month because from next month go and then you're free. So if we have to PCPEG no. Ba me ba. Anya so dia ato ba na mo be nyina no. Doc ba so ba me ko awudu ha me sa ba be gusa wo. You free IMF ho. The Kojiska. But they say no so you say you say how possible your policy coordination instrument. No so I say they say but before then supervision. You may be one of the stand-up producers. What the message be about now? Was say, will confirm the Dr. Don't Fake for Germany. Now 2022, among figures be Europe and go full inflation rate. Germany 7.9% was since highest since 1951. Source in our home. Netherlands 10.0%. Highest for 47 years, highest in 47 years. Belgium 9.6 2022, highest in 47 years. Austria 8.5, highest in 47 years. UK 7.9, highest in 40 years. Spain 8.4, highest in 38 years. Ireland 7.8, highest in 38 years. Italy 8.2, highest in 37 years. Norway 5.8, highest in 34 years. Sweden 8.3, highest in 31 years. France 5.2, highest in 30 years. Portugal 7.8, highest in 30 years. Poland 14.4, highest in 25 years. And then Switzerland 2.8, yes, highest in 14 years. And I was saying, it's Ghana the highest in 27 years. Highest in 27 years. Then the 54%. I know highest in 27. In 27. The officers were
stronger than the
yes. Overcall a year now. Overcall LGBT.
No, man can wake a crown. Street economics. So many figures. Media reality. And American. Doc, I am American. Say me economics. Now, there are maybe some question B. Where there is a rhetorical question any statement may now NDC for buy ya to person buy dear policy now omodi to wa dear in a year ya so called a resilience battle. What at all have they done?
Nothing.
Media me when they say
PCP
where it is now a dollar economy way gold economy. Gold no na revenue as for cocoa the say there approximately. But gold, $1 now we injecting in any year money na where is it from? Is it not from gold?
Yeah.
Now gold I make asem any before 2023 I ever started domestic gold purchase program no. Now a gold reserve na say and 8.7 tons.
Yeah.
I'm buying all the policy by and spearheaded by Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, then Vice President. Omo accumulative gold no up to 30 point from 8.7 to 30.5. And omo accumulative gold no using cedis to buy gold. That was a major policy shifter. Why it was novel because your gold now na we never bought gold domestically. We go on the 8.7 no grad dog. Say no you call amono na ekoto gold. There ya jai wo ho. Yeah. Yeah reserve. But this is a policy I yes gold no you be use ya yes cedi eto gold I produce for the first time in the history of this country. That was a major economic year eboa this country. And no na ma about we buy na ya na me bisa sometimes also a year sa gold no only say 30.5 tons no Addison na you almost tons are gold now about 22 million anka dollar no need the ever form ever form but Addison if he said that if we wanted to bring the city to 10 cities we would have done it.
He said if 8
he would have done it at that time because time now now we had built reserves up to getting to 9 billion and yes sir but about wages when you na emamo reserves no at the end of it no may say final one na 8.98 billion almost $9 billion ejamamu omo buy a gold no so 30 tons on they continue with that policy. Now this policy and anchor economy omo digital so now you come on is a dog say economy finance minister or address parliament and saying or see the economy was in ICU. Yeah. And I maybe say economy or ICU. When you came immediately, you started your big push program. I see. When you are sikao, sika na by reserving various accounts, no, we sweeping na into one account. Dog, to be able to get enough money to start your big push at that time, no, your revenue was not performing. So economy what ICU no and you got money to do what you are doing, and yet you say ICU. Say why my gold now process here, gold move from us 1,800 a bedroom level. I said the dog kind of $6,000 per ton per ounce. Sorry, and then anchor economy edu baby away, but dog. Assembia ICU economy or ICU was able to pay cocoa farmers at a price 3,100 per bag of cocoa. Economy and now say wellness center. Son okay yo. Wellness center no. Wellness center. Yes. I said that's moved from ICU to wellness center. I said wellness center anyway. Wellness center. Wellness center. Okay. Wellness center no. Why reduce cocoa price no from bag no. From that time now, who value price no 3,100. No, they about 2,500. And yes, sir. So say that 2,500. Yes. And no wellness center economy intimate. Hey. That is the level of me street economy. Sami no. Wellness center economy is say intimate no. Ebiom on say your friend fuel prices. Tama NPP be free abemu. Now fuel price now 14.7 per liter. That's an ICU economy. That time well market could doctor is saying 400 100 good well market MPP
yeah, it could do 120.
It could do 120.
Yeah. $121. Yeah.
$121. By 80. No, we no buy. So many months it was 58.
58.
We no more.
58.
My question maybe some say. Tama, in fact, fuel price buy around 14.7 now NPP free power no. Now this thing was still around $100 per barrel fuel. Maybe some question. Oko kan ne almost say NPP time no anka. Say the fuel dollar no na wasoro no. And neso fuel price cost well crude oil cost no. Anka by this time anka your top fuel liter 30 cedi. And I'm say, oh, this argument you have made this argument without thinking. If Akufo-Addo time dollar 14.7 per cedi. 1 to 40 cedis to 0.7 to $1. No, inflation year 23%. He sold fuel at 14 cedis 75. Tio, wow, dollar 11 cedis no ne. Our fuel prices so around 100 no. You are selling to us at 15 cedis. When they manage the economy, it means that if you were Akufo-Addo's time, and this is also anchor that time no more na get better fuel 30 cedis. Are you getting my argument? So it means that economy now Akufo-Addo never manage they manage it better than now. Because at the time when fuel price was global no, fuel price $100 per barrel, and our CD also inflation 23%, and now exchange rate 14.7. They sold it to us per liter 14 cedis 75 pesos. Say no dollar no qualified. Let's say it's still 100 cedis now market, and inflation 3.4%. and our dollar is 11 cedis, 60 pesos, and yet we are buying fuel at 15 cedis, something pesos.
And
it means that, me say, if this economy go back to, it means that if inflation goes to even 10%, if fuel prices stand at 100 and a dollar also pay out to 14 cedis, it means that Ghana for a better fuel 1 liter more than 20 cedis. Now the way Kenya na me economy way a good economy, resilient economy last year alone on one account say we borrow 17 billion to pay salaries.
Resilient economy.
Me be crowd.
Resilient economy, we borrow 17 billion cedis to pay salaries. The few months away, the money people have borrowed, it's not part of taking money from the system. Because treasury bills now moji get from say individuals can now moji from the system. More borrows within a month more than 60 billion. And a resilient economy, you know. What they are using to say economy is resilient, and they say one, inflation here 3.4%. Dollar exchange rate here 11.6%. And foreign reserve of over $14 billion. And no. But what is happening practically on the ground? No? And if they say the dollar, if the dollar, friends, gold prices drop, even up to 2,000, at the level even above the Akufo-Addo experience, this economy will collapse.
It's a movement stronger than appetite.
Ghana for, I think they should tell us the truth. Say gold and sustain this economy, and we should pray. Obi ampe say Ghana ebeko anhwehwe mo yen bompa say gold prices will remain high. If gold prices go down today, this economy will crash. Maybe.
All right, it's for Audu Mahama, managing editor, the custodian newspaper. When I'm in Kano.